welcome back to Main Event Games. Today we're bringing you a brand new video here on the channel. If you're new, make sure to click that subscribe button as we're on the road to 700k subscribers. If you happen to have a match you'd like to see, make sure you leave a comment below. Sit back, sit tight, and enjoy the show.
Guys, I was still competing in NXT when the Shield was running roughshod. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and this man, Roman Reigns. And we knew the future was bright, but no one quite expected Reigns to have the impact on the WWE Universe that he has since the NXT days.
But there's one guarantee: whenever Roman Reigns enters an arena, he stirs up incredible emotion within the WWE Universe.
It's all about his yard.
Guys, I don't think I've ever seen Brock Lesnar look more driven than he looks here tonight.
Which clearly spells trouble for his opposition.
If I had to pick out a modern-day version of the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, I'd point them right at the battles we've seen between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Michael, the Beast and the Big Dog have crossed paths a handful of times, and every encounter seems more destructive than the last. That's no small feat considering the war they had in their first match at WrestleMania 31.
Byron, if you're going to steal my nickname, say it right. Big Dog. Byron mentioned the start of Reigns and Lesnar's wars. WrestleMania ended inconclusively with Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank, but things got personal in 2018 as the two clashed again.
Cole, you could tell Reigns was livid at Lesnar's schedule as Universal Champion, but Lesnar made sure the Big Dog was punished, pummeling Reigns at WrestleMania, and then escaping with a controversial cage match win at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh, and taken out with a powerbomb. Unleashing it for the second time now.
Not much is known about Brock Lesnar's life away from the bright lights and sold-out arenas of WWE. We do know that Lesnar's an avid outdoorsman who lives off the land and enjoys seclusion somewhere in the Great White North. Lesnar is proud of the fact that he lives miles away from his closest neighbor.
Oh, what an uppercut! If you're ever curious about Brock Lesnar's take on speaking with people, just watch his discussion with Steve Austin on the Stone Cold podcast on the WWE Network. Lesnar's not someone who exchanges pleasantries with strangers while running errands on a Sunday morning.
I think it's quite rude of people to try and find out
Submission time!
Doesn't appear to be...
And he somehow fights his way free.
Lucky for him, that looked devastating. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage. Wow.
What a clothesline! Ouch! What's wrong? An impressive strike there.
This is all but over.
Brock Lesnar, shoulders on the mat. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Gonna take a whole lot more.
I don't know about you guys, but when Brock Lesnar left WWE back in 2004, I assumed we'd never see him again. But I was wrong, and I couldn't be happier that I was.
I knew he'd be back. Hits with the clothesline. How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move. Byron, you mentioned Lesnar's extended leave from WWE in 2004, which was at the height of his WWE career, just months removed from being WWE champion. However, he used that time away wisely, making a name for himself in the MMA world.
I think that's understating it a little bit, Cole. The truth is, Brock Lesnar was the top dog in MMA for a long time. Heck, I'd say he could still be an MMA. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA.
What's Roman Reigns putting together here? You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
But he's got to capitalize now. Brock Lesnar's just getting overwhelmed.
Byron, when we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them, I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And of course, the elimination chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have...
And Reigns picks up the win! You can't help but be impressed by the big dog.
Hey, did you enjoy that video? Don't forget to click on the screen for more professional wrestling games content here at Main Event Games. And if you enjoy our content, click that subscribe button. That way, you will support the channel and support me. Thank you!